Welcome to the Virgo New Moon Tarot for all the signs. Now this is just a general reading. If you'd like a full reading on how this new moon will be for you, check out the description where all the details are below. Hi everyone, this is Nikki K. I hope you guys are all doing well. So guys, I am doing the new moon in Virgo tarot reading for all the signs. Now I've done a full length video on my podcast, Beyond Astro K podcast, where you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, Google, and it's just a bit more in depth what we can expect, because this is a nice new moon. Obviously there can be some craziness depending on which house it is in your sign, but check that out, because this, like I said, it's more in depth. But for now, I'll just be doing the tarot readings for all the signs. So obviously I'm going to start with Virgo. So I've pulled out a card for you, Virgo, and I'm also going to pull out a new moon card that you can work with. Now this new moon for you, Mr. or Mrs. Virgo, obviously it's in your first house, but you have Capricorn. It trines, Mars in your first with Pluto in your ninth house. So this is actually going to be helping you. You're going to have a lot of drive and energy to be learning something new during this time. It's also a great time for you to set intentions to learn something new. You may be, your drive and energy, you could be going really fast paced. I feel that a lot of you can get very excited and even obsessive with what you want to learn. You also have the moon, it trines Uranus, which is in Taurus. So things can go really fast in your life. Emotionally, you might decide to just go outside the box in how you feel, whether it's telling someone how you feel or just doing something that's quite crazy. We also have Jupiter, which is Jupiter in your sixth house, trines Venus in your second house. So what this actually does for you is gives you a lot of, new energy and new confidence when it comes to like your earnings. I feel during this time you're going to be wanting to sort out your money situation and also be extremely more organized, because Jupiter in your sixth house, it actually helps boost your energy. It boosts your daily practices and it also can boost your health. And when you're boosting something, it actually brings more opportunities. And I feel this will be more opportunities for money. So it's a good time to set intentions for this. Now, the first card that you have is the World card. And the World card is about an ending of a cycle. So I feel, the energies, this card message for you, Virgo, is saying, it's an ending of a cycle. An ending of a cycle when it comes to like how you view relationships, how you view yourself. An ending where I feel that a lot of you, some of you Virgos, will decide to, it's time for you to start something new, really start something new. You're going to be going outside of the grain, going outside of the box. Even like your mindset is going to be changing during this new moon. There's going to be new opportunities coming, but these opportunities will come because you are actually setting it. So even though, when an end of a cycle happens and you do feel very emotional, it's actually for the best, because, deep down, that you had to end it, and it could be across the board what you're ending. The other moon card that you have for your moon is don't let your past hold you back. So this is about not letting your past hold you back, Virgo. Going to the future. Okay, this is a South Node, and the South Node is about releasing something from the past, letting go, not working towards the past, but working towards the future. Your past is very bright now. The sun is shining on you, okay? Then we have Libra, and this is in your 12th house. We have, energies, the 12th and the 4th house. So this is a time where you're going to be working on letting go of undoings within yourself or undoings with people around you, and developing like a practice, like a spiritual practice, which can actually benefit you. I feel a lot of you Librans, during this new moon will start really concentrating more on family. You know, your power, your drive and energy is definitely concentrated more on family. And, you know, you have this trine to Uranus, which is in your 8th, which, you know, there can be definitely like a change when it comes to like your finances, like your joint finances. And this change will be, you know, it could be initiated by you or initiated outside of you. It could also be initiated from your partner. Or new money can come in as well, you know, money that you never even realized that was happening. Okay. You could actually be wishing for your, you know, your finances to be better, and also wishing for, you know, your deep intimacy, you know, getting more serious in a deep intimate way. You know, you have Jupiter trines your 1st house, so Jupiter in your 5th house. This is Jupiter in your 5th is giving you blessings, Libra, during this new moon for, you know, fun, creativity with your partner. And if you have children as well, this could actually change a lot of stuff around, especially Venus in your 1st house. It's going to be a more of a lovelier time, you know, things will be a bit more peaceful, which I feel a lot of you Librans are really waiting for. The card that you have is a Knight of Wands. So this is about messages coming, you know, messages during this new moon of goodwill, messages of, you know, things that you've always wished for as well. I also feel this message is about creativity. You know, I think, especially because Venus is in your sign, the messages could also be downloads from this new moon in your 12th house. You know, you could be getting a lot of downloads, especially when you're resting and relaxing and releasing. But this is a great time for doing something creative now. This creativity could be behind the scenes. This also creativity can actually help your finances. You have your moon card is confidence is key for success. So it's a new moon in Leo. Confidence is key. So don't be afraid now. Okay, you got the world at your feet. Venus is in your sign. The sun's going to be entering your sign very soon as well. So don't let, you know, any, you know, niggles in the mind that to disrupt you now, Libra. Okay, things are going to be a bit more balanced now, especially we've got Mercury retrograde happening in your 1st house. So, you know, confidence is key. Anything you want to do, initiate. You know, use the Knight of Wands and use that confidence to push forward. Scorpio, this is in your 11th house. This is a great house for you, Scorpio, with the with Pluto trining your 3rd house. So this is great for like good communication, whether it's with, you know, people around you, siblings. Also, this is, you know, I feel for you, Scorpio, this is actually a really nice time, because your goals and dreams are going to be definitely changing, and you could be emoting it more, you know, saying what you think, whether it's through visualization, whether it's through writing it down, whether it's through meeting up with new friends, new people. You also have, you know, the trine to Uranus, which is in your 7th house. So some of you are single, you can meet someone in a friend group. Some of you are starting new jobs, you can meet the love of your life now. And this could be very sudden. This could be a person that is not someone that you're used to. You know, this person could be very crazy, but you could actually learn a lot from them. If you are seeking new possibilities, this person could actually help you. And even when it comes to like contracts, business or personal, things will go well, because, you know, the charm works a long way. With Jupiter in your 4th house, trines Venus in your 12th house, there might be some underlying stuff that you're working through, and this is to do with like your past, your roots, but also like your sensitive spiritual self. So anything that you want to, I feel that this is a great manifestation time for a lot of you, some of you Scorpios. You know, some of you maybe even wishing for like your home life to be better, you know. So this is great to be getting in touch with your spirituality now. The card that you have is the Page of Wands. And now the Page of Wands is asking you, Scorpios, at this time to really, you know, this is about confidence. Confidence is key, but also get in touch with that young energy that you have. Get in touch with, you know, so I feel some of you are actually working with younger people now. Some of you are teachers, because the third house is about teachers. Some of you are teachers. Some of you could, like, you know, if you need to be inspired and you're teaching kids, they can actually inspire you. They can change like your goals. They can change your visions as well. I feel there's a lot of fire within a lot of you Scorpions now. You want to change something within your life. You want your life to be different. You don't want the same old. You want something new to come. So it's about you, you know, looking forward to the future, you know, and also dressing your best, looking your best as well. When you look your best, you feel your best. Your moon card is nothing will come out of this situation. So when it says nothing will come out of this situation, Scorpio, it's because nothing will come out of a situation that's very old school, something that's very outdated. So it's moving towards something that you love, something that you've always had in your like mind's eye, even if it feels that it's really weird and dark and wacky. If you don't do it, if you stick to what you always know, nothing will come out of it. You won't progress. So this new moon is giving you a time to like progress, you know, see outside the box. Sagittarius, you have this new moon, which is in your 10th house, with the Pluto trine in your 2nd house. So, you know, the energies of this new moon is within your career zone, how you shine, your bosses, you know, father figures, but also like your status. So I feel that some of you may be wishing for something to change within your career. Maybe what you maybe have this sort of, you know, obsession when it comes to like earning more money. So this new moon can give you that huge drive to do that. Okay, so Mars trines your, you know, your 2nd house. So the drive is to earn more money. Even you thinking about different ways of earning more money. The new moon, it trines Uranus in Taurus, which is in your 10th and 6th house. So this is saying to you, just, you know, how you're organized is going to change. How you're organizing like your life and your career is definitely going to change. There could also be a change in like your job description, a change in your, you know, your work life, a change in like your routine. Some of you maybe want to change your routines now to boost your energy, gain more energy, but also, you know, a change when it, you know, a boss, there could be a change in bosses. You could get promoted or a boss may leave, you know, but something different is going to be happening when it comes to like your, you know, your work life and your career. And you have Jupiter in your 3rd and it trined Venus in your 11th. This is a great time to be meeting up with like new people, new friends, you know, communicating, networking, whether it's online or, you know, whether it's through people who know people who know people. And, you know, I feel for a lot of you, because this is a nice one for you, Sagittarius, because I feel that, you know, whoever you speak to will actually help you, but also whatever you're learning will actually help your future goals too. The card that you have is the moon card. You know, this moon card is a Piscean card. It's about getting in touch with yourself. It's about getting in touch with what's going on around you, getting in touch with the feeling, getting in touch with what you want to change. You know, there's going to be a lot of changes that happens during this new moon. So you have to see things for what they are. Actually, there's some things that may not seem as what they are. So it's about getting deeper into seeing what is actually going on, because there may be people talking, bosses, your work colleagues, and they may be saying things, but some things are just not really making sense. So getting in touch with your spiritual self, because you're a very spiritual sign. Moon message you have is prosperity lies ahead. So there's a lot of prosperity happening for you, Sagittarius, during this time. You know, a lot of you have been wishing for this. A lot of you have been wanting and initiating change. And you know, you have the north south node, which is in your sign. You had a lunar eclipse that's in your sign. So this is about, there's a lot of releasing going on. There's a lot of old, you're peeling your layers. There's an old layer that's been peeled off. You're like a snake shedding its skin. So now's that time for you to really come out of yourself and think, okay, this is what I want. This is where I see my life going. And whatever happens, obviously, it's more money coming for you. You know, a lot of prosperity comes. Capricorn, we have Venus, and the new moon obviously is in your ninth house, but we have, you know, Pluto in your first. It trines Mars in your ninth house. There's a lot of drive and energy for you to learning, you know, this is about your belief system. I feel that a lot of your belief systems will start to, you know, deteriorate. Like, I don't really need this anymore. There's things that I've always wanted to know, and now I'm seeing it for what it is. You know, I want to like boost my life, I want to benefit my life. And in order for me to do that, I need to go where the, you know, go where the people are, go where, you know, I need to like get those books. I need to learn that language. You also have the moon, which trines Uranus in your fifth house. So whatever you're learning, this will benefit your creativity. Whatever you're learning, it will benefit your love life. You know, I feel that there might be some, you know, Capricorns, I feel that there might be some, there could be some like communication happening when it in your relationship when it comes to like children. So if it's your own children, you know, some of you could, now that we are in like Virgo season, you know, children are going back to school. So if some of you Capricorns are parents, you could be, you know, yeah, I feel some of you are, you know, sort of like guiding your children to go to uni, helping them with them, you know, helping them with their courses, their studies, even showing them a different way as well, not being too traditional, but also traditional in the sense that things need to be done. We also have Jupiter in your second, and it trines, Jupiter in your second, and it trines Venus in your 10th house. So this is money, this is career, this is your goals, okay? So there definitely feels that there's a positive change. Yes, it does square you, Venus, but still, what this trine is saying to me, Capricorn, is that it is about networking, but it's about charm does go a long way. You know, the charm, if you use your charm in a way that you, whether it's looking at people or whether it's seeing how people work, you could get more, you could get a promotion. This could bring more money, because I feel a lot of money is on your mind, how you're growing your money. So in order to get a promotion, you need to use charm. You know, also this is about speaking to bosses as well, higher ups, and, you know, even asking for that pay rise. And I think a lot of you are not really afraid for that. The card that you have is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is actually reversed. So this is saying, you know, once again, charm does go a long way, because I feel during this new moon, a lot of you are going to be very serious. You're going to be very much, you know, yes, you're going to be pursuing goals, you know, but you're also thinking a lot about yourself, and you may not be thinking about no one else. So it's going back to that fifth house in Uranus, which will actually help you. It's about having fun. It's about letting your hair down. There's nothing wrong with being serious when it comes to like your career, but sometimes you can take yourself a little bit too seriously now. So, you know, the more you relax, the more your fun you'll have, and the more like that other soft side of Capricorn will come out during this new moon. The card you have is expect powerful changes. So if you go to that softer side of yourself, Capricorn, there's going to be a lot of powerful changes. This card is a new moon eclipse. When we have a new moon eclipse card, this is a time that new beginnings happen. Whether these new beginnings are initiated by you or someone else, these new beginnings happen. But something is definitely going to be leaving your life for it to come in. So something, you know, whether it's your beliefs, whether it's something to do with like your creativity in your love life, or when it comes to like your work situation, something has to leave. So something needs to be peeled away. during this new moon. Aquarius, this is in your 8th house. So this is to do with like money, joint finances. Aquarius, it's life gets into the way. So it's about money, your joint finances, but also it's about, your deep intimacy with your partner, or even deep psychological. So Aquarius, we have Mars in your 8th and it trines Pluto, which is in your 12th house. So this is a time that a lot of you Aquarians, I feel, will be more introspective when it comes to like, your inner being, your inner self. And there's going to be a deep transformation that's going to be happening. There'll be a lot of drive to transform yourself. And this drive could be transform yourself from like a group, your things that you need to let go of, things that to do with the past as well. This could also be to do with like your your relationships with your partner, and also relationships with yourself, and also when it does concerning money. Also, there is, you've got the trine to Uranus in your 4th. So this actually gives you, there's going to be some changes that happens when it comes to like your home life. There could be conversations that happens about the home. There could also be, because emotionally you're going to be connected to like the emotional side to yourself. But this could actually change things where, you need to really get in touch with like your roots. You have Jupiter in your 1st and it trines Uranus in your 9th. So this is about you learning, your higher learning, what goals you want to pursue. If any of you want to be writers, get your work published, this is a great time. And, I feel some of you Aquarians can actually find that, you can meet a lot of like people along the way. They can be from far away. They could also be from like a new culture. Even when it comes to like things to do with like the law, it can actually go well for you now, because Jupiter rules the law too. So the card that you have is the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles is an emotional card, and I feel a lot of you Aquarians are going to be quite quiet during this new moon. You may, even if you are in like a group surrounded by your acquaintances, friends, or even an organization, you may not be, communicating a lot. You're just probably watching what's going on. But this can also give you like a deep psychic ability to watch underneath. If you see things that you didn't see before, Aquarius, you'll actually see now. Because the 8th and the 12th house, they're the psychic houses. So your psychic ability is going to be really on point now. And when it does move out of your 8th and goes into your, your 9th house, what you've learned from it, you're going to be putting it into action when it goes into your 9th. So listen out to like the deeper meanings that are not being said, because this will really help you. And it can also help you when it comes to like your career. It can help when it comes to like your money situation too. The card that you have is your hard work is paying off. So I feel that it's a new moon in Capricorn card. So when it says the hard work is paying off, the hard work is within yourself, Aquarius. The hard work is what you're doing to release, what you're doing to change, what you're doing to transform. Also, the hard work that you are doing within your partnerships, your relationships. The hard work also is within your finances. So if you have a lot of your drive and energy is going to probably be quite obsessive when it comes to this. Try not to take it too far, because it will pay off. You're going to be needing quite some balance as well. But continue to work on yourself. Continue to work on things that you need to release, because it will pay off. Pisces, you have this new moon and Mars in your 11th house. Sorry, in your 7th house. It trines Pluto in your 11th house. So this is actually a great time for you to be, some of you are single during this new moon. Some of you are wishing for something new to change. But some of you could actually meet someone in your groups. Okay, there'll be a lot of, and some of you could actually be very obsessive to meet someone as well. But also obsessiveness could also be, Pisces, with when it comes to like business contracts. You know, it's about you knowing your worth, and yes, yes, you're going to be very friendly, but you're going to be, no, this is what I'm worth. This is what I want. You know, some of your friends may be taken aback, but also your goals and dreams are going to be changing. So I do feel during this new moon, a lot of contracts could be signed, and also your goals are going to be changing too. And this is also about gain. So whatever you're going to be, you can be a lot of gains happening. You also have the moon trine Uranus in your third house. This is about your communication. So this is about you, how you communicate within your partnership, but there could be a huge change. You could say something off the cuff to your partner, something that you've always had burning within you, and now you're actually saying it. You're being your truthful self. You have to be mindful you're not going too far, you know, because your partner could be shocked. But also, I feel there's going to be a change. You know, some of you may be seeking to work in a partnership now. This will actually go pretty great for you. And, you know, because seventh house is Libra, third house is Gemini. And also, I feel that, you know, if some of you may be actually getting back to work, getting back to any writing that you're doing, any learning that you're doing. But, you know, you could also gain like support along the way. You know, people could actually see what you're putting up on social media and actually want to support you. It could be a new business deal that happens. You have Jupiter in your 12th and it trines Venus in your 8th. And what this actually does is actually a nice one for you, because this is about a bit like Aquarius, but you are going to be probably, I feel that a lot of you, there's going to be more of expansion when it comes to like your spiritual practice. Some of you may even want to work with people that are, you know, that needs help. And also this will definitely transform you. There could be a definite transformation when it comes to like your finances as well. You could gain more. There might be finances, there might be money that you're owed. Okay, and some of you may even feel that money is actually coming to you anyway, because you are working on, you know, your spiritual practice. And, you know, also when it comes to like relationships as well, your deep intimacy, there may be, and I also feel when it comes to like your health system, you know, there can be a deep transformation when it comes to your health, transformation when it comes to like your, you know, your partner, you know, your in your relationship as well. Eighth house also rules like debts and loans. So it actually, you know, some of you actually maybe do some wishful thinking and dreaming up, oh, my debt's written off, doing manifestation work, and if you know it's actually written off. This is actually great because you're actually ruled by Jupiter. The card that you have, ooh, is the King of Cups, and it is reversed. Even though it is reversed, this is showing you, Pisces, that, you know, keep wishing all what you dream, that it will definitely come. But, you know, try to actually see that, you know, sometimes if you go too far, things won't manifest the way that you want it to. Okay, because when the King of Cups is reversed for you, Pisces, it is a time of like showing your strength, showing your armor, but also not taking, when it comes to like your emotional state, and when it comes to how you're communicating, not taking things too far. Really don't forget to rein things in, but also showing your sensitivity, because you could also be hiding something within you, and it could be you hiding because you're feeling afraid, or hiding because you don't want people to think that, you know, what you're saying is crazy. So there might be an element of control happening, but the control is also good, but you have to try and find some type of balance, because the cups card is an emotional card. So showing emotion to like the right people, and showing restraint when you're around people that are not so that you don't really know as well. But also, let's not forget, Pisces, when you're doing like business as well, the King of Cups, even though it's reversed, it will actually help you, because you can also see if people are trying to snake you during this time. The moon card you have is a personal issue reaches a resolution, and this is a full moon in Cancer. So anything personal, anything deep personal, especially things in your 8th house, in your 12th house, they can reach a resolution. I feel for you, Pisces, the resolution that you'll reach is because you are actually working on yourself. You're getting in touch with your emotional self. You're redoing things that you've always started to do, but it just went off balance. You know, you're getting in touch with like your emotions. You're getting in touch. You're grounding yourself, but in an emotional way. So I feel this is very personal to you. I feel that if you don't, I feel a lot of you, if you don't get in touch with your spirituality, that means, you know, things are just not going to go too right. So whether the personal issue reaches a resolution, I feel it's to do with your spiritual practice during this new moon, okay? And even you like setting intentions for that. Then we have Aries. Aries, this is in your 10th house. No, sorry, this is in your 6th house, okay? And with this being in your 6th house, this is about, you know, your routines and your health, pets, and your work life. And you have the trine to Pluto in your 10th house. So this is about you getting organized during this new moon within your work, within your career. This I feel a lot of you Aries are actually ready to like sort things out that you've left behind. And, you know, with Uranus being in your 2nd house, this will actually a time to organize your finances. There can be some expenditures along the way, like crazy expenditures, to be mindful of your spending. But still, you could, if you organize yourself well, then you can gain more money. Okay, so this is about you being quite diligent. It's about you fixing things, going over your bills. You know, making sure that, you know, you know what to spend money on and what to save money on too. You have Jupiter in your 11th and it trines Venus in your 7th house. So some of you, I feel, could be very quite lightheaded when it comes to your relationships. You know, some of you could actually see that your relationship's a bit more, you want a bit more light, you want it too dark and intense and deep. You may even be deciding to treat your partner as your friend. There could be a bit more light energy, you know, light relief. If some of you are actually seeking a new relationship, you can find it in a friend group. Again, like another sign, like Pisces, a bit like Pisces actually. But still, it is, you know, you could, you know, this is if you are wanting to change your goals and your dreams, you know, you can find it. This is a time for you to be, you know, instead of you doing it by yourself, this may have to be in a partnership, which a lot of you might not be happy about. But, you know, two heads are better than one. And, you know, if you align yourself with the right people, Aries, you can move mountains. A lot can be done. You can actually learn a lot as well. The card you have is the 5 of Swords. Whenever this card comes up, people are like, ooh. But this is just a bit of a caution for you, Aries, during this time, that you're not just going to go too far, that you don't overthink, you don't overstretch yourself. I feel a lot of you, Aries, can, you know, I feel, this is what I'm picking up, I feel that during this new moon, that if some of you may have something in the bag, or you believe you got something in the bag, and there can be some sort of like a boastfulness coming up. Like if, say, if a lot of you were sick, for instance, touch wood, you know, like some of you are recovering from like a cold or anything, but you found like the remedy and you get better quickly, you can just start to like show off, okay? And you may not want to tell anyone else what you done. Or it could be, you know, I've sorted out my life, how come you can't sort out your life? You know, but not realizing what other people are going through. So it's about getting in touch with what other people are going through and listening to people as well. You know, listening to what's being said, because I feel that if you don't listen, there's not a lot of listening going on, you can miss out on a lot. You can miss out on a lot of opportunities. You can miss out on something within your romance, your romantic life, and also your money. You know, I feel that this is a great time for you to really get in touch with like sorting out yourself, sorting out your finances, but not in the way that showing off, showing people, oh, you know, this is what I'm doing, how come you're not doing it? And we all do it, you know, but some people just do it more louder than others. So if someone's needs help, Aries, you know, you got that soft side to you, give people help as well. The moon card that you have is adjustments are required. It's about adjusting yourself, adjusting your work life, adjusting, you know, when it comes, adjusting everything. you know, but I feel that you guys definitely want to adjust something because there's something that is missing. So Uranus is in your second house, so there's going to be a lot of adjustments going on there, but because the sixth house is involved, this is going to give you that strong drive and energy to really get down to the nitty-gritty now. Okay, Taurus, this is in your, the new moon is in your ninth house. Okay, no, the new moon is in your fifth house, and you have the trine to Pluto in your ninth house. So, you know, any goals or dreams that you guys are want initiating now, go for it, you know, because the ninth house is giving you, you know, your actual views, your actual mindset is changing, your beliefs are actually changing, and this could give a lot to your creativity now, a lot to your love life now. You know, if some of you are seeking love, I feel some of you may even go for someone that is very different to you, different culture, a color, creed. You know, they could, you know, change your mindset even more. Especially if Uranus in your first house. This is about changing something within yourself. I feel that some of you, because we're in Virgo season, some of you actually want to like start to like really look after yourself, look after your body. And you're going to be doing it in a very creative way. Okay, this is also about your kids. So this is about organizing your kids, you know, organizing they, you know, for them to go back to school as well, but also organizing yourself. And also looking out for your health, looking out for your fitness as well. Great time to be getting in touch with a new fitness regime. And you know, you have Jupiter trine Venus, so Jupiter in your 10th, trine Venus in your 6th house. This will actually help boost your energy, boost your morale, boost your you know, your any, you know, I do feel, because you know you're ruled by Jupiter, this will give a lot of you Tauruses, you know, you might even put down that extra sweetie snack. Yeah, it's what it may not feel easy, but I think because you're going to be so busy when it comes to like your work, this will make a lot of you feel that you need to be at your optimum best. You need to be as healthy. You need to be like your mind, your mental health needs to be better as well. So that's about looking at what you're eating. And with Jupiter being in your 10th, a lot of you are going through a lot. I know a lot of you Taurus are going through a lot. My moon's in Taurus. I feel you. But the trine to Venus is gonna, you know, I feel a lot of you, because you're gonna be a bit more organized now, a bit more serious when it comes to work. This is actually great for a lot of you to be, you know, getting a new job or even getting a promotion, which is perfect for a lot of you Tauruses. So Taurus, the first card that you have is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is obviously saying, you know, there are some, you know, obviously there's messages coming during this time, this new moon in Virgo. But obviously the messages are going to be good, because I do feel that there's going to be a lot of change when it comes to your situation, when it comes to like your work situation. And also, let's not forget your fifth house. The fifth house is a positive house for you, Taurus. And, you know, I feel that some of the, you're going to get some like downloads that are going to be coming, because if, you know, Virgo ruling your fifth house is to the mind. So there's going to be some like crazy downloads that come. And, you know, don't be surprised if you start to act really fast in, you know, putting like what's happening in your mind down on paper creatively. This can also help you be very creative with your partner too. Okay. And especially with Uranus in your sign, I feel some of you guys during this new moon in Virgo, because you know Virgo is about health as well, wellness, mental health. I feel some of you are actually going to like really get down and just start to think, you know what, this is what I need to do for myself. I need to feel better. You know, I need to detox. I need to, you know, I need to really get down and, you know, sort myself out. You know, I want a better life for myself. And your better life is not necessarily financial. It's just more of a feeling better, because, you know, you've got Saturn in your 6th house and 10th house, and it's probably creating a lot of tension. You know, you're putting all the work out there, but you still are being pushed to do more. And, you know, especially with Venus being in your 6th house, Taurus, You know, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, you know, really see, you know, really go for what, you know, really, you know, you're organized anyway, but like try and organize yourself in a way that is not too stressful. Okay. And, you know, if you are seeking, you know, there's a message, remember, if you are seeking like something more financial or even a better position, you know, really look for it, really, but be creative in looking for it as well. Don't do it like the mundane, boring way. Do it, try and do it a bit differently. The moon, the new moon card message you have is a time for healing. So this is about healing yourself, healing your mind, body, and soul, healing something that, you know, you're holding on to. You know, cleanse yourself, cleanse your space, cleanse your aura. Because this is a balsamic moon, and this is when after the new moon actually, the full moon actually happens. So, you know, I feel that during this new moon, some of you might just go more into your shell, go a bit more quiet, but still you may be cooking up some of the stuff as well. But in order for you to cook up anything and pursue anything going forward, you need to heal. Gemini, you have this in your 8th house, the new moon in your 8th house. Sorry, yeah, you have the new moon in your 4th house and the trine to Pluto's in your 8th house. So this is a time of you really healing when it comes to anything, especially it's a new time for you to be healing anything that is concerning like your finances and your home life. But also there's a lot of drive and energy to really fix things in your house, you know, and some of you may even be in the middle of selling your house, really getting down to like selling a property. So obviously there might be some legal work that needs to be, you know, there's some like legal work that needs to happen as well. This could also be you selling off a property that is like you inherited. And, you know, you may have been putting it off, but now, you know, we're in the new moon, you're right, really, you know, because Gemini, because Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury anyway. So like your mind's going to be on point. Your mind's going to be very sharp. Like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to sort out the legal stuff. This is also to do with, you know, your joint finances too. You have the trine to Uranus in your 12th house. So this is giving you more of an in-depth feeling, in-depth emotion of what you need to do. Really listen to your intuition and your emotions. And also, there could also be a change. You could actually decide, you know what, during this new moon, I'm going to actually sit down and be quiet. I'm going to try and like meditate. I'm going to try and help people. There's going to be a sudden urge to be helping, to be more charitable as well. You have Jupiter in your, Jupiter in your 4th, sorry, Jupiter in your 9th, and it's trining Venus in your 5th house. So this gives you, this is very positive for you, Gemini, because this is a lovely time to be expanding your mind, but in a very creative way. I feel a lot of you Geminis are going to be, you know, being a bit more playful, you know, learning a lot about your partner, but also being more playful, being a bit more relaxed, having a bit more fun, having some downtime. And also with this trine is, you know, you're going to be changing when it comes to like your belief systems are actually going to expand because you are having a bit more fun and you are changing. And, you know, you're going to, this is to do with your partner as well. And let's not forget creativity. The card that you have, you have the Death card, and it is reverse. So whenever we see a Death card, it is a time that, you know, you could be, you know, when the Death card is to do with holding on to an old way of being, not releasing. It's a, you know, I feel it's definitely a transformative time because, you know, you have Pluto in your 8th house, and this is a Pluto card. It's Scorpio card, but, you know, it's ruled by Pluto. So this is the time to really let go of this old way of thinking, old way of being, an old way that, you know, you have always fought. You know, we got the trine in your 9th house to the 5th. Releasing, see the light, see the error of your ways, see the error of your partner's ways, open your mind a bit more, really listen, you know. You got 12th house action, you got Uranus in your 12th house, so that's going to help you. You know, it's about, because this will also help to transform you as well during this new moon. And I feel a lot of you Geminis are going to feel extremely emotional. You may even be more like, you know, your mind may be very quiet and you may not understand why it's quiet, but you're actually transforming. The card message you have is bring love into the situation. Okay, so it's about loving yourself. It's a new moon Aquarius card. So it's about bringing love in a way that you'll feel comfortable in, because you're not one of those lovey-dovey signs. You're about, you know, making things a bit more light-hearted, and but there's going to be more love coming. It's about loving yourself. It's about being in tune with yourself, feeling your heart, feeling your emotions as well, and, you know, getting more connected to your home life, because the new moon is highlighting your home life. So, you know, working with your partner as well, or working with people. You know, if there's work to be done, you know, don't do it all yourself. Do it with people that you love. So, you know, but anything you're doing during this new moon, bring love into the situation. Cancer, this is in your 3rd house, and you got the trine to Pluto in your 7th house. So the Mars trine, so the new moon, it trines, you know, so you've got Mars trine Pluto in your 7th house. So this is about deep conversations in a partnership, okay? And it's about being more open. There's things I feel during this new moon, you know, especially setting intentions to release any hidden hidden fears, you know, your mindset as well, but also, like, you know, I feel for you Cancers, anything you want to say, it's best to say it now, okay? Because the 3rd house is a Gemini house. So if you feel that your partner is controlling you, because Pluto in the 7th house is about control, so you may be controlling yourself, controlling your fears, controlling what you want to say, and it's time to bring it out into the open. Also, you have to also look at how you're controlling your partner too. So there's a lot of conversations within your mind that's going on, and, you know, the drive is to push things out, not hold things in. And you'll find that, you know, your partnership's going to definitely transform. If you find your partner's controlling you, you need to say it. Like, you know, I love you, but you need to just, you know, settle yourself, because I'm not enjoying what's going on. And you got the moon trine in your 11th house. So this is about conversations within a group. You know, your mindset can definitely change. I feel during this new moon that your goals are changing, and your thoughts when it comes to like a friendship, relationships, are going to be definitely changing too. New ideas are going to come, new possibilities, new opportunities are going to be coming. You know, some of you who are like doing anything creative, like writing, working in the media, or wanting to work in the media, this can actually happen. And Uranus being in your 11th house, there's going to be a quick, I feel that this quick change is going to come, because you're going to be initiating it. And yes, it's going to be slow burn in the beginning, but once you decide on it, you're going to do it. You have Jupiter in your 8th, it trines you Venus in your 4th house. This is a great time to be beautifying your home, changing up things within your home, decorating it differently. This is also to do with your finances as well. So money could actually come to a lot of you Cancers now. Money could, you know, hidden money. This also is hidden resources, sorting out resources. For some reason, I feel that a lot of you Cancers might be getting inheritance as well. There could be a hidden inheritance that comes, you know, hidden money, you know, from the government, you know, money that was owed from a way back, you know, so it can actually help you spruce up your home. You know, you have visions of how you want your home to look. You want it to be nice and, you know, not necessarily glamorous, but cozy. So the money that could come now, it could help with your home. You know, it could even make you want to buy a new property. You know, this is a time to be putting down roots. But obviously, you know, this is about joint finances. So this is a time to really sort out any type of like craziness that's happening with your finances, and also speaking any deep thoughts, working on yourself on a psychological sense too. The card that you have, Cancer, let me see. Sorry about this, Cancer. Let me shuffle. The card that you have, Cancer, is, ooh, the Ten of Swords. And you know, when the Ten of Swords comes, it is a card that is very, you know, I feel some of you Cancers might even feel, ooh, this is not very nice. But actually, there's something that is actually you need to let go of, like an old mindset. You need to let go of, you know, because there may be people around you that are not in your best interest now. There may be some manipulation going. You could also be manipulating yourself. I know that might sound strange, but there is a, you know, the Ten of Swords is, it's also a card of like the mental health. It's also a card of like, what are we holding on to? You know, even though there's swords at the back, it's like people are stabbing you in the back, but you could be sabotaging yourself. So you need to let go of this sabotage behavior that some of you may be having, and this controlling behavior. Because the control that I feel a lot of you Cancers feel is because you feel comfortable in it. And it's time to get those swords out of your back so that you can, you know, go into like the light. Because there is a light there, but there are a lot of issues that needs to be sorted out during this new moon. So when you're setting intentions, release all what you need to release. Get these swords out of your back. You know, get away from also negative, you know, a mindset, but also negative surroundings, negative. If you feel that you're around negative arenas, situations, it's time to get away from it, because it's only going to hurt you even more. The moon card that you have is, oh, your dreams need a practical plan. And also it's a full moon in Taurus. So whenever we have, you know, there's a lot of dreams and opportunities that, you know, that come to you, but they also you are seeking. So you need to be a bit more practical. Whenever anything transits your third house, this can make us do too many things at the same time. This can make a lot of us, you know, rush and push too hard to get, you know, we could be forcing ideas to come. So you need to be more practical. So going with the third house realm is writing down your aims and dreams, writing down bullet points of what to do first, okay? Because we don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be having going into a space that is not positive for us. So it's about writing down your aims, your goals, your dreams. Manifestation is perfect for this during this new moon in your third. But also, you know, sorting out any niggles that happen, but, you know, being practical. So even practicality for you Cancer is like learning like a new skill, which could enhance like your, you know, it can actually enhance you. It can enhance your aims, it can enhance your dreams, it could also enhance your mind. Last but not least, we have Leo, and the new moon is in your second house, okay? And you have the trine to Pluto in your sixth house. So this is about you during this new moon, getting yourself organized, you know, getting down to business. The sixth house is actually the Virgo house. Pluto's in your sixth house. So there's a lot of, I feel some of you, because you know Pluto's been in your house for a long time, since 2008. And some of you Leos may be having, you know, when it comes to like organizing yours, because Pluto's here to transform when it comes to like your daily routines and practice and your work life. So I feel some of you Leos, especially during September, that you may, you know, money is definitely on the mind, especially with the new moon, but still you need to be more organized. So this is about transforming your, you know, your practices, like your home life, your work life. You know, if things have been in a bit of a tizzy, it's time to, you know, if you're waking up late, it may be time to be getting up earlier. It also may be a time for you to like really sorting out like your eating habits, your working out habits too. If you are seeking new employment, or if you're seeking to gain more money, it's about being organized, okay? With the new moon in your second house, it's about organizing your finances and, you know, looking at your expenditures, what money's going out and what money's coming in. You have the trine in your 10th house to this new moon. So again, this is, you know, not only being organized, but also This is about your career, the highest house. This is about your career. So there's going to be a change in your career for some of you Leos. This could bring in more money for you. You know, this could be a promotion. This could you be initiating working somewhere else so that you can earn more money. Some of you may decide, you know what, I want to work somewhere where it's very creative, where I feel happy. So I may be not having as much money, but you know, in order for me to be happy, I need to work somewhere that's nice. So, you know, September's a time of getting back to business. So I feel for a lot of you Leos during this new moon that, you know, there's going to be definitely career change. This could also be a boss leaving, a new boss coming in. They can be giving more money to people, you know, promoting people, but also there could be a demotion that happens too. So look out for that. You have the Jupiter in your 7th and it trines Venus in your 3rd house. So it's a little bit like Pisces. This is a great time for like good, nice conversations. I feel it to be a positive time for conversations, Leo, within your partnerships. You know, you might be wanting to like learning new skills, but also you want to learn it in a partnership, you know, because Jupiter in your 7th house is going to be expanding your business and personal. So I feel that there's going to be some good, like if there's any business contracts that need to be signed, it will go well as long as you communicate what your worth is. Because remember, the 3rd house is a business house too. So really look at all like the details in a contract, very important. You know, and also in a personal relationship, good communication skills is very important. Anything that comes up, communicate it as quickly as you can so there's no underlying tension. But overall, Leos, this is actually really nice for you. You know, yes, there's some like niggles when it comes to like your career, but still, the trying to, you know, your 3rd house, you know, I feel that things are going to go a bit more smoothly now. And also, I feel that a lot of you are going to be learning more. You're going to be initiating learning more. It could also be to go back to college, learning from your partner, you know, being a bit more harmonizing in your like relationships. Okay. So guys, that was the Virgo new moon for all the signs tarot. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And, you know, feel free to tell me how this new moon has gone for you. Okay. So, you know, obviously it's a mixture for everyone, but still, you know, new moons are new beginnings for all of us. So yeah, enjoy Virgo new moon and I'll speak to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.